Well, I don't know. I still don't know which language I'm going to use, but I thank Luel very much. Luel was English or Arabic? Everybody speaks English, by the way? I will translate it now. Now, 2004, I was invited in a small, very, very old room, as Luel told the story. We had a small whiteboard on the floor, and everybody was sitting on the floor. And they had a strange looking yellow bottle. They said, this is aloe vera juice, asir sabbar. So I thought they're crazy, you know. You don't actually drink aloe vera gel. You actually put it in your hair. So you don't drink it, I'm sure of that, 100%. She's like, no, you drink this in it. And back then, Luel had, I think, a car accident or something. So he was explaining the presentation. And between every two words, he goes, like when you reach assistant supervisor, and then you have to get 2 cc. So it was like almost an hour of coughing and words in between. It wasn't words and coughing in between. So I was not convinced, honestly. Not because of Luel, not because of the cough, but I saw that the idea of drinking aloe vera gel was a stupid idea. Now back then, I had a severe stomach problem, which my upline, who's basically not outside the business, he's not doing it anymore, he offered me the aloe vera gel. He was like, take this, it will help you in your stomach. So I'm like, no, I can't drink it. He's like, no, I tried it, just go ahead and use it. So I took 1 shot of aloe vera gel. Nothing happened. The second day, nothing happened. Until the 5th day, absolutely nothing happened. Now at the end of the first week, I saw a bit of an improvement. So I continued for about 3 weeks. And then that's when I saw the benefits of the aloe vera gel. So for those of you who don't know me, I was the former area sales supervisor in Jeddah. Now before that, I was a computer networks engineer. So I have absolutely no idea what business is, what marketing is, what training is, and what sales is. And I never stood on a stage. I have never stood on a stage. The first time I stood on a stage was back in college, and the first 30 seconds was voiceless and knee shaking. That was exactly it. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, not to tell you what I did, I totally agree with Luel that he said that he's the only sourcing manager. I have been a manager with rank manager. I'm basically an unrecognized senior manager for the last 5 years. Because I reached manager in 8 months, which part of my team, like Iman, Faris, Abdullah, Ahmed, and several of them, Amin and Ali and Iyad, all of them, they became manager better than I did. I did it in 8 months. They did it in a month and a half to 3 months maximum. So I congratulate him for that, for doing that. Now, before I go on, let me just ask you a question. Who among you got affected by the lack of products? Can I see your hands, please? For not having products in the center. مين منكم تأثر بعدم وجود المنتجات في المركز؟ مين منكم دخل نزل? Who among you, his income went down because of the lack of products? Can I see some hands? I know all of you did, so please raise your hands. One guy did, he's like... Now you have 2 choices. Choice number 1 is you quit and look for a job. I call this a stupid choice, but there are a lot of stupid people outside. I know you're not one of them, because all of you are here today. Instead of spending this time from 5 o'clock until 10:15 on a Friday, instead of watching TV or taking your family to a dinner, you're sitting here in a small hall underground, and we're celebrating with a yellow bottle called aloe vera gel. Isn't that ridiculous? Sometimes it's good to be ridiculous. Because the smart people are outside watching TV, waiting for Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, until it's Thursday, when they can go back to watch TV again. So sometimes it's good to be ridiculous, it's good to... How many of you sold the aloe vera gel or used it, and your family thought that you're an idiot? What is this? You're a computer engineer, you're selling cosmetics now? Such a shame to the family. You're not my son anymore, so out. Now in order to convince my mom to actually use aloe vera gel, I had to talk to my friend, to talk to her, to convince her about it. Because I've been talking, was not convinced at all. So, if your business got affected by the lack of the products, if some of you might think that the management is not so good, Whether here, Saudi Arabia, the Middle East, the products are being delayed, the system is not being updated. Because the trip for success is not supposed to be easy. I know some of these difficulties are very difficult, but I believe in something that if you start blaming others for your own mistakes, if you've been like me, a manager for 5 years, and you're still a manager and you're blaming the company, like I did, I think you should quit. But I basically quit the management. I quit the management, so it feels good, by the way. It feels good to retire, because what I hate, back in the job, and back when I was the area sales supervisor for FLP products in Jeddah, now the only thing that I hated is the in the morning, the alarm clock. Don't you hate that invention? It's a stupid invention, right? Because I believe in what one of my mentors. Now what Randy Gates said, he says that you're supposed to wake up when you finish sleeping, not when the alarm clock wakes you up. And I thought about, I spent 5 years in one of the largest corporations in Saudi Arabia. We've built several projects worth millions, but at the end of the month, what I got was my salary. And next month, it was my salary. And the reason I quit my previous job as a computer engineer was that there was a guy, I don't know how to translate this in English, so excuse me. A guy had a wasp with him, so you know what I mean. Yeah. He's a fresh graduate, got the same position, I trained him, and he got a higher salary. This is how companies are. But what if you can start your own business without an investment, without a capital, without employees, without warehouses, without accountants, managers, without anything. And you can do it for free. Welcome to the world of Forever Living Products. Now, for those of you who quit their jobs to do Forever Living full-time, like Ahmed, the problem is he's my cousin. So I'm sure that if his mom finds out, I'll be dead. Yeah, I'm willing to take the risk, so it's not a problem for me. And I have another full-timer in my team, which is one of the greatest people that I've learned a lot from. Two, actually. One of them is a full-timer, the other is a part-timer. The part-timer is Mr. Atal Isawi. I have learned a lot from him. Can you please stand up so people can see? He's still an employee with one of the largest banks in Saudi Arabia, and I have learned a lot from him. The other one is Mr. Faris Sharif. This guy has learned all the business. I think he even left his family for the business. I don't know what he did. But he's doing good. And some of the other managers that became managers in a very short period, Ms. Iman Nahas, she became a manager in a few months, and she's still a student. I have Mr. Riyad, Mr. Ali, and Mr. Amin, all of them became managers in a very short period. Now it's true that I quit my previous job, which was computer networks engineering. And I quit the area sales supervisor job. But inside, deep down inside, I'm still a network engineer. But instead of networking for other people, I'm going to start networking for myself. And I hope you do the same. So thank you very much. Thank you.